Why did Confucius believe that helping children is a path to unhappiness in old age? Instructing your son, do not live his life for him. Making a step for him, you steal his path. Confucius, help or trap? We live in a culture where helping children is perceived as a sacred duty. A parent who does not sacrifice themselves for the child is considered cold, even inhuman. We support children with money, time, care until our very old age, and then often remain lonely, unnecessary, and disappointed. Confucius, a sage who lived more than 2.5 thousand years ago, warned excessive help to children is not an act of love, but a form of destruction both for them and for the parents themselves. In his philosophy, duty to oneself and to society is more important than blind devotion even to the family. This sounds cruel, but let's figure out why he thought so. First, a child who is always helped ceases to be a human being. Confucius taught, every person must go through their path of becoming through suffering, effort, defeat, and small victories. This is the path of humanity. A parent who constantly helps interferes with this path, depriving the child of the main thing, experience. Today many parents turn into service staff for an adult son or daughter. They pay for the mortgage, babysit grandchildren, deliver groceries, give money for cars and renovations. The motive is kind, I wasn't given, so at least let them have. But the result is catastrophic. Confucius warns a child raised in constant help becomes passive, infantile, unable to take responsibility, and most importantly, incapable of respecting those who sacrifice themselves for him. Second, old age turns into slavery. In Confucian philosophy, old age is not a time of decay but a time of wisdom. It is the moment when a person steps away from fuss and enjoys the fruits of their life. They observe, reflect, pass on experience. But nowadays, old age more and more often becomes a phase of heavy exploitation. Parents become second parents to grandchildren, nannies, free couriers, housing sponsors. Instead of peace, fatigue. Instead of gratitude, demands. Confucius warned, he who loses his dignity for the sake of others loses both respect and peace. Helping children without limits, the parent erases themselves. They forget that old age is not payment for the birth of a child, but part of their own path. Third, ingratitude, it is inevitable. The bitterest illusion is that helping children will make them grateful. Alas, no. Confucius knew, a person who is constantly given quickly considers it the norm. They stop seeing the sacrifice, because this sacrifice is everyday life. In old age, parents often wait, now he will grow up, start helping, now she will understand how much we did. But children raised in constant parental care, as a rule, do not feel this for a long time, because they were never given the opportunity to be independent. And then comes the disappointment of old age. A parent who gave their whole life to the children suddenly discovers that they are not needed, neither in words nor in deeds. And in this lies the greatest tragedy. Fourth, you stole their destiny, and now they despise you. In the philosophy of Confucius, there is an important concept of the Tao path. Every person must walk their own path. A parent who interferes with the child's path, even with good intentions, steals from them the opportunity to become themselves. This interference may be invisible, advice, money, temporary support, but it forms dependence, and dependence gives rise to irritation. Confucius stated, if you made the child dependent on you, you have provoked hidden anger in him. He does not respect you. He may say, thank you, but inside he feels humiliation. And sooner or later this anger will pour out into indifference, aggression, or departure. In old age you will remain alone not because he is bad, but because you did not give him the opportunity to be good. You placed him in the position of an eternal debtor, and debtors do not love their creditors. Fifth, the result. Not helping means respecting. Many parents confuse love with control, care with substituting destiny. Helping does not always mean loving. Sometimes, on the contrary, it is necessary not to help in order to give the child a chance to become a person. Confucius taught the elder is not the one who carries everything on themselves. The elder is the one who leads, who sets an example, but does not take on others' tasks. Who can say this is your life, and if you fall you will get up, I will not lay straw beneath you. I believe in you. In this lies the greatness of a parent. And only when children themselves walk their own path, in old age they develop respect, gratitude, and the desire to truly help their parents. Not out of duty, but out of love. Conclusion. The cruel truth that people are afraid to accept. Confucius was not a heartless philosopher. He understood that love is not sentimentality, but wisdom. He knew, to preserve respect, one must not become a servant. The path to happiness in old age is the ability to stop in time, Step back, leave the role of savior, allow children to walk their path and not dissolve in them, but remain yourself. Because if your whole life is helping children, then who are you without them? And if you gave nothing to yourself, then what did you pass on to them? Confucius would say, the best parent is the one whose life inspires, not the one who serves.